Yes.
Simply yes.
Yes.
And why? It's strange, I think, because
To the public
there's lots of work in these
I
years.
have a true public opinion. That doesn't mean that we change it. I agree with that, but absolutely will be judged for that competition. Yeah, definitely. Because since the day one I arrived here in the first game in Champions League, they asked me when just arrived, landed here, sitting for the first time, you are here to win the Champions League. I said, what? So I was manager for Real Madrid, that this is not going to happen, but I could understand, but here, I don't know, but I accept it. So as much you go through, it's not going to change that, yeah, definitely.
Can you ask one to English, or we take one?
It was a difficult season, I would say, for all of us, me included, for the World Cup, for many things, for do it. So I would say the same, I'm not going to discover Kevin. Kevin has the ability to do it. So what I would like, expect many times to him, to go to the easy principles, do it well. He has an incredible ability to make an assist, to score goals, and see passes like anyone else. But always I believe they will increase and will get better when the simple things that don't lose the ball, the mobility, that incredible capacity to be active in the movement, the simple things do it again better and better. When this is going to happen, the rest will come along. I would not like to have the feeling that it's like Erling. I don't want to just score goals and the rest I don't care. So he will score when we'll be involved in the game. In our game, we'll be involved. It means you are inside of the game. The ball is come, you're going to put in the net. The Kevin is the same. When the sympathy you do perfectly, you are in the right moment, move outside, inside. When you have to attack the channels or whatever you do, whatever you feel, in that moment, the actions to create incredible passes that only him can find him will be easier. It will be better.
Kind of ability to do that.
I saw a lot, yeah. A lot. In Barcelona was many. In Bayern Munich as well, so a lot. Otherwise we don't win titles. Just one player had this mentality, and the other ones, he has the mentality to score a goal. Sometimes you are depressed and miss a goal. This is not the case, but for the holding midfielder, for the defenders, like, I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I go to defend, good action, the next one. Keeper, if I make a mistake, we concede a goal, and immediately it's there. You don't have a lot of them, otherwise we don't have chance. It is the most important factor as a winning team, to be stable all the time during 95 minutes. Tomorrow is going to suffer. There will be minutes that they are not good. How you behave in that moment, that is the key.
We've seen him in recent games, for example, against Newcastle, his build-up play becoming better. How do you think he's evolving when it comes to the all-round Erling?
In our build-up.
Yeah, in the all-round, the stuff that's not just scoring goals.
Yeah, it's important. So I don't like one player just to in the box to score goals. Of course, it's so important. It's the main thing. It's not what we need of him. But apart of that, when we are away from the opponent box and he cannot score a goal, we need him to be involved in be active in not just we have to take a look at him. He has to be involved in what we are doing, and this we can improve.
But do you think he's improved much since he came?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he can improve better.
Okay, thanks.
Hi. Is the kind of standard bearer.
Chelsea went through.
No, I've said one team went out. Tottenham went out.
Well, we'll see what happened in Liverpool. Honestly, I'm not thinking about. We have the pressure about defending the UK in Europe. So this area when teams in the past go, in the 2 or 3 or 4 teams in the quarterfinals, semifinals in country, and say, no, that is the best league in the world. So every league is special. So this league is really good, like it was in Spain, like it's in Italy, it's in Germany, and everyone has his own things. And because this competition, like FA Cups, like this competition, 1 game, 2 games, many things are involved, like a way, something with the players itself, the managers, the clubs itself cannot control. It had been big fun to make a theories about It depends on the result. You are who you are. So I don't think so.
Special competition for you, is it a different feeling, or is it just for someone in your position just another game on a Wednesday and then you?
No, absolutely. It's a lovely competition. So nice competition. So playing the teams in another part of Europe and away from the no routine, but the same teams, same stadiums, same clubs here in England. Of course, it's a special competition. Of course, it's so nice to be there, to be in Europe and show our club all around Europe. It's so nice. Yeah, definitely it is. I like it.
Pep,
Yeah, but it's the same with many theories about this institution, this club. We cannot control it. So in Paris, it's nice when you are in the start of the season Premier League and we are the main candidates, and every time we never won this competition, every time we are the main favorites to win this competition. So something good we have done in the past. Otherwise, the people cannot consider it. But the reality always speaks for itself. The reality is on the pitch, 95 minutes. And do your best against the teams like... because I'm in Leipzig, and I said when it's a draw, when I took a look a little bit, even before the first leg, I said, I think it's a really, really good team. But if I talk about any team in England in Champions League, or Napoli, or Milan, or Real Madrid, or the teams that are there, said they are good too. So every team in these stages, they have, a lot of qualities, many strengths, and have to tomorrow in front of our people try to impose our game, what you have to do, and bring the game. You have to win the game. So it's easy. It's not how many goals you have to score or how to do it. It's just win the game, and that is what you have to do.
you get to win.
No, I don't see it that way, because if you just win the Champions League and don't win anything else, then obviously you could call the best in Europe, and I just don't know, what are the criteria of being the best team in the league. I think everybody has his own opinion on it, and I'm fine. Like I said, we want to be the best possible every other year, and in 8 years it's been pretty great.
Who is it? Because of the opposition adjusting? Is it because of his runs? What do you think?
Well, I think it's a little bit of everything, but I don't feel like it's more different than in the beginning. I would say people are maybe more anticipating to his runs as other teams, but I feel there's always a first part of the season and a second part. I feel in the second part there's a lot more going on. Teams are more well organized. They play for more also from both sides of the table. So I feel people are more prepared in every sense in the way, and maybe he was also a little bit more prolific when he got the chances. But I don't think we need to complain about the output of Erling in any way. So I think he's fine. I think if we see the Crystal Palace game, he had maybe 2-3 chances, could have scored 2. I don't think there's any issue, but obviously people are always anticipating him to score 2-3 goals, where probably his average is a goal a game. So yeah, seems fine for me.
Noise around it.
Well, if you care about the noise, then obviously it's gonna annoy people a little bit. But like I said, we've obviously not won it, but I felt we've done really well in the Champions League, and I know people base everything on only winning, but I feel like there's been a lot of circumstances also in these type of games, and I felt, for instance, the Madrid game last year, the Tottenham game, where I think we deserve to go through and we don't. These are moments in games that sometimes these things happen, and obviously I want to win it, but I know as long as we don't, then I will come here in a press conference, I will get the same question, and I'm fine, because people judge you on that. And for the rest, we just try and win these games and be the best version we can be as a team and as a person, and that's it.
Hi, Kevin, down here.
Regardless of what happens.
It's a pretty good question, to be honest. I would say I'm a perfectionist, so whatever I do, football, normal life. You know, I will always want it to be 100%. So in that regard, if the time would come, that's something that I want to think of, should think of, but it's not necessarily. I would say is important now, but you know, if I think about it at this particular time, I would like to stay as high as possible, the longest as possible. But yeah, that's not only my decision. So yeah, there's something to think about, obviously. But give me a little bit.
Last question, please, guys.
Not really. You know, I don't regret the things that I do. I'm not that kind of person. Whatever competition I entered, I tried to win it, and you lose way more than you won. But luckily enough, I've been able to win also a lot. So in one way, I'm really fortunate.
Kevin, sorry.